In honor of Kamala Harris selecting Tim Walz as her VP candidate, I thought today would be the perfect day to start my Get Out the Vote videos. My goal is to demystify some of the weird state laws and give fact-based information about voter registration and voter deadlines. So this video will be about Minnesota and all of Minnesota's voting rules and deadlines. Starting with the basics, October 15th is the voter registration deadline. This is for online and registering by mail. But a fun fact about Minnesota, similar to some other states like California where I'm at, you can also vote on the day of. However, voting on the day of is a bit more complicated, as you can see. This is certainly better than states that only let you vote on election day. However, there is various documents and you have to be there in person to make this happen. So those first two are probably the easiest, but here's a few more ways that you can actually vote and register on election day. But as of the recording of this video right now, October 15th is a month and a half away, if not a little bit more. So just register online. As of 2022, the population of Minnesota was 5.7 million. Total registered voters is 3.5 million, and 1.3 million Minnesotans are of color. Minnesota is one of those good states that cares about voting, democracy, and giving access to everyone to vote. Proof of this can be seen in the fact that Minnesota was the 7th state to enact its own Voting Rights Act. This is really good news because we have the current Supreme Court that we have. The legislation does multiple things, one of which is to make it easier for college students to vote. This is because it reimburses cities and counties that create polling locations on college campuses. It also requires many universities to provide voter registration forms to students during the fall and spring of each year. Also, it provides Minnesota voters with a private rights of action in state law to sue against racially discriminatory voting policies. It also makes it easier for voters experiencing discrimination to fight back in court and through collaborative non-court process. And I love this one. It enshrines the democracy canon, a rule requiring courts to interpret all election-related laws in favor of voters. Minnesota should give us hope, y'all. I'm using this from Wikipedia's primaries. That's why it's all blue, but also because I hate that they show all the little red patches and the little small blue patches, which equal millions, and then the little red patches. I digress. That's another video. But Minnesota should give us hope, y'all. 3.5 million registered voters, almost 3.6, and the population's 5.7 million. Not bad. They're enshrining voter rights, which we should all want. Also, if you are an ex-felon, you can vote.